Welcome to our channel Creative Minds. In this lecture, we are going to discuss hydrogen atom and quantum numbers. Students, you know that the hydrogen atom is a major interest to the chemist because it serves as the prototype for the complex atom and molecules. And hydrogen atom consists of electron and proton, which is a two-particle system, and the internal motion of the two particles around their center of the mass is equivalent to the motion of the single particle with reduced mass. This reduced mass of the particle is relocated by at r, where r is the vector specifying the position of the electron relative to the proton. And the length of the r is relative to the position of the proton, which is the distance between the electron and proton. And the direction of the r is the orientation of vector pointing from the proton to the electron. Since proton is much massive than the electron, so we will assume that throughout in this lecture that the reduced mass is equal to the electron mass and proton is located at the center mass. Since the internal motion of any two particle system can be represented by the motion of a single particle with a reduced mass, so the description of hydrogen atom has much in common with the description of a diatomic molecule that we have discussed previously. The Schrödinger wave equation for the hydrogen atom is given as Hamiltonian r theta phi psi r theta phi equals to E psi r theta phi. The hydrogen atom Schrödinger wave equation implies the same kinetic energy operator T hat, and the hydrogen atom Hamiltonian also contain a potential energy term V hat to describe the attraction between the proton and electron, and it is given in terms of the Coulomb potential energy, which is given as V hat equals to minus E square by 4 pi epsilon naught R. Students, for the hydrogen atom, the distance r between the two particles can vary, unlike the diatomic molecule, where the bond length was fixed, as in the rigid rotator model that we have discussed previously. The time-independent Schrödinger wave equation in spherical coordinates for the electron around the positively charged nucleus is written as shown in this equation. Since the angular momentum operator does not involve any radial variable r, so we can separate these variables in the above equation by using the product wave function. And we know that the eigenfunctions of the angular momentum operator in the spherical harmonic functions are y theta phi. Students, we know that the Coulombic potential energy depends inversely on the distance between the electron and nucleus. Such potential is called the central potential. And in spherical harmonics, y theta phi functions provide information about where the electron is around the proton, and radial function r describes how far the electron is away from the proton. So the solution of both r and y theta phi with the energy that depends only on the quantum numbers n, as you can see it in this equation, it only depends upon the quantum number n, although the atoms are required although the others are required for the proper description of the wave function. So the energy of the hydrogen atom can be written as En equals to minus me4 over 8 epsilon r square h square n square. Students, the hydrogen atom wave function psi r theta phi are called atomic orbitals, and you know that atomic orbital is a function that describes one electron in any atom. The wave function with n equals to n, l equals to 0 is called 1s orbital, and an electron that is described by this function is said to be in the 1s orbital and has a 1s orbital state. Now we are going to discuss the three quantum numbers. Schrödinger approach required the three quantum numbers n, l, and ml to specify the wave function for the electron. The quantum numbers provide information about the spatial distribution of electron. Students, the first quantum number that we are going to discuss is principal quantum number. This is one of the three quantum numbers that tell us the average relative distance of an electron from the nucleus. It also indicates the energy of the electron and the average distance of the electron from the nucleus, and can have any value ranging from 1 to infinity, and it is denoted by n. As far the value of n increases of the atom, so does the average distance of the electron from the nucleus. A negatively charged electron that is on average very closer to the positively charged nucleus, it is attracted to the nucleus strongly than the electron that is farther out in space. So the electron with higher values of n are easier to remove from the atom, and all the wave functions that have same value of n are said to constitute a principal shell, because they have the electrons with similar average distance from the nucleus. The second quantum number that we are going to discuss is azimuthal quantum number, which is denoted by L. The second quantum number is often called azimuthal quantum number, and this is one of the three quantum numbers that describe the shape of the region of the space occupied by an electron, and the value of L describe the shape of the region of the space occupied by the electron. The loud values of n depend upon depends upon the value of n, and can range from 0 to n minus 1. For example, if we take n equals to 1, then L can be only 0. If we take n equals to 2, then n can be 0 and 1, and so on. For a given atom, all the wave functions that have the same values of both n and L form a subshell. A group of the wave functions that have the same values of n and L, then the region of the space occupied by the electrons is the same subshell, usually have the same shape, and they are oriented differently in space. Students, the third quantum number that we are going to discuss is the magnetic quantum number, which is denoted by Ml. This is one of the quantum numbers that describe the orientation of the space occupied by the electron with respect to an applied magnetic field. The allowed values of Ml depend upon the value of L, and Ml can have any value ranging from -1 to 1 in integral steps. For example, if we take L equals to 0, then Ml can be 0 only. But if we take L equals to 1, then Ml can have values 0, -1, and +1. And if L is equals to 2, then Ml can have values 0, -1, +1, -2, and +2. Each wave function with an allowed combination of n, L, and Ml values describe an atomic orbital. And a wave function with the allowed combination of principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, and magnetic quantum numbers have a particular special distribution of an electron. For a given set of quantum numbers, each principal shell has fixed number of subshell, and each subshell has fixed number of orbitals. Now we will discuss the concept of orbitals. First, we are going to discuss s orbital. S orbital are students spherically symmetrical, and three things happen to the s orbital when n increases. First, they become larger and extend farther from the nucleus, and they contains more node. This is like a standing wave that has the regions of the significant amplitude separated by the nodes that points with the zero amplitude. For a given atom, the s orbital also becomes higher in energy as n increases, because their distance from the nucleus increases. Students, the orbitals generally are drawn with the three-dimensional surfaces that enclose 90% of the electron density, and that drawing also indicates the relative size of the orbital. They do not normally show the spherical nodes in the 2s and 3s orbital, because the spherical nodes lie inside the 90% surface. Students, now we will talk about the p orbital. P orbital is dumbbell shaped, and as the value of L increases, the number of orbitals in a given subshell also increases, and the shapes of the orbital become more complex. If we take the example of 2p subshell for L equals to 1, it has three values of Ml, 0, +1, and -1. And there are three 2p orbitals which are shown in this figure: 2px, 2py, and 2pz. The color corresponds to the regions of the space where the phase of the wave function is positive, that is shown by the orange color, and negative, which is shown by the blue color. And the electron probability distribution for one of the hydrogen 2p orbital is shown because this orbital has two lobes of the electron's density arranged along the z-axis, with the electron density is 0 along the xy plane, which is called the nodal plane of the 2p z orbital. The other three 2p orbitals, students, are of identical shapes, but they lie along the x-axis, which is shown by the 2px, y-axis shown by 2py, and each p orbital has just one nodal plane. The plane of the wave function of the each 2p orbital is positive for the lobe that points along the positive axis and negative for the lobe that points along the negative direction. It is important to emphasize that these signs corresponds to the phase of the wave that describe the electron motion, not the positive or negative charges. So each orbital is oriented along the axis indicated by the subscript and a nodal plane perpendicular to the axis which bisect the 2p orbital, as you can see in this figure. Students, now we will discuss d orbital. The subshells with L equals to 2 has 5 d orbitals, and the first principal shell to have the d orbital, d subshell correspond to n equals to 3, and the 5 d orbitals values, d orbitals have ml values equal to 0, plus 1, minus 1, plus 2, and minus 2. And the 5 equivalent 3d orbitals of the hydrogen atoms are shown in this figure, and which constitute 90% of the total electron density. For out of these 5, the 4 3d orbitals of the hydrogen atom are arranged along the plane that is intersected by the two perpendicular nodal planes, as you can see in this figure, and these 4 orbitals have the same shape but different orientation. The fifth 3d orbital, which is 3d z square, has a distinct shape, although it is mathematically equivalent to these 4 3d orbitals of the hydrogen atom. The 3d orbital of the are more complex in shape than 2p orbital, and all the 5 3d orbitals contain the two nodal planes, nodal surfaces, as compared to the one nodal plane for the p orbital and 0 for s. In the three of the d orbitals, the lobes of the electron density are oriented between x, y, and z. Despite its peculiar shape, the 3d z orbital is mathematically equivalent to these 4 3d orbital and have the same energy. In contrast to the p orbital, the phase of the wave function for the d orbital is same for the opposite lobes, as you can see in this figure. The phase of the wave function is in the opposite lobes is same as for the, but for the dc square orbital, the lobe is along the z-axis and the phase of the wave function is negative for the donut of the electron density in xy plane. The fourth, the now we will discuss f orbital for L equals to 3. The principal shell with n equals to 4 can have the subshells with L equals to 3 and ml values 0, plus 1, minus 1, plus 2, minus 2, plus 3, and minus 3. These subshells consist of 7 f orbitals, and each f orbital has 3 nodal surfaces, so their shapes are very much complex and we cannot draw them so easily. This is all from the quantum mechanics lectures. We will come up with new topics and lectures in our coming videos.